All right, so let's start seated. Again, finding that comfortable seated position. Sometimes mermaid legs feel good at any time if this is too uncomfortable, or legs out like straight but bent. So just kind of find that comfortable seated position, and we're just gonna start sitting up nice and tall. Let's just start with some big deep breaths. So inhaling through our nose and then exhaling out through our nose. Inhaling and then exhaling. Big inhale, filling up your breath all the way, and then exhaling, letting it all out. When I'm in seated, sometimes I like to think of my breath like an elevator. So starting at the root and just filling up all the way to the top, and then exhaling, just letting it all go. And again, just checking in with the body, just breathing into any spots that need it tonight. As you exhale, try and just let go of your day, anything that you're hanging on to. And just be proud of yourself for coming to yoga, rolling out your mat. One more breath here. Exhaling, fully letting it all out. Let's just add a little bit of shoulder or neck rolls. Just kind of going side to side. If it feels good, maybe rolling it back, making a full circle. Just going at your own pace. Sometimes it makes us a little dizzy. Just a few more. Again, big deep breaths, letting go. And then sitting up nice and tall, catch your breath. This time we're gonna inhale, we're gonna bring our elbows together, like this. So my hands are like over my shoulder almost, or almost like right in front of my face. And we're just gonna come down and hinge. And then we're gonna exhale and we're gonna open like this. So just adding a little bit of movement. So then inhale, bring it together, folding down, rounding it up, and then inhale, it's almost like a flower, like opening up. Good, just a few more. Just bend as far as it feels good. Maybe getting into those hips a little bit, opening up. One more. Really inhaling, rounding, and then exhale, opening it, and then just hold right here. Maybe add a little cactus arms, goalpost. Lifting that chin up, just feeling that deep stretch. Pretend I'm pushing open your collarbone for you. And then little by little, take one hand behind you and then the next. And then just push open that chest. I'm pushing back on my sit bones, having my chin up towards the ceiling. Feeling that stretch through your neck, through your throat, front of your body. And then come down. Roll it out, maybe shrug it out, maybe open and close your hands from typing, from driving. Just gonna roll it out, let it out. And then here we go, inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, take this right arm to the left knee, give me a nice easy little twist, open it up. And then inhale, back to center. Exhale, opposite side, left to right knee. Open it up. One more, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, right arm, left knee. And inhale. Left hand, right knee. Sitting up nice and tall, twisting it out. And then come back to center. let's take this right arm and let's just give a nice little stretch to our neck. Very easy. I'm not pulling on my head. I'm taking this left arm and I'm just kind of pushing my fingers into the earth and just feeling a nice side stretch. One more breath, inhale. And then exhale, release. Gently taking it to the other side. Breathing. Gently pushing on that head. Feeling that great stretch right here. The side of the neck. Pushing that ear away from your shoulder. And then release, coming back to that neutral neck. Maybe just shrug those shoulders a little more. Maybe turn it side to side. Yeah, just take one more breath here. Maybe just add a little bit of movement. You know me, I like a little bit of movement. Get the wiggles out, let it out, right? Shake it out. And then let's meet on all fours. Let's find this tabletop. So coming in tabletop, let's just do some cat-cows. I'm gonna change it up a little bit tonight though. But first, let's just start with some regular cat-cows. So just inhaling, dropping the belly, lifting up through the crown of your head, and then exhale, bringing it in, chin to chest. Inhale, dropping that belly, up through the chin, and then exhale, chin to chest. One more. Inhale, scooping it up. And then exhale, pushing that chin to chest. Nice big stretch. And then coming into this tabletop, I want you to pretend you're almost like you're a snake and you're slithering. So rather than just, we usually shake here, add the arms in a little bit and just kind of slither. So start with the right side, or maybe, I know a better way, think of like drawing a figure 8. There we go. I like that better. So draw that figure 8, adding the hips, releasing that tension. Make sure you go the other way. Make it nice and big. Now it's kind of hard to make that 8 at the top. Come back through, other side. Maybe make it a little bit bigger, bringing your hips back. Maybe add a big swoop. Breathing out, nice big inhales, big exhales. One more, even it out. And then meet me in this tabletop. Maybe shake out your wrists a little bit. Now this time, let's bring our toes together. So I'm still on my tabletop, but my toes are together. So my knees are out as wide as my mat. And let's take this right arm and let's open it up and then swoop it through. So inhale, open up. So my toes are together. I've got a nice V going with my legs. Exhale, come on through. Just nice and easy. Opening up through the chest. Threading that needle, palm is up. Good. One more, we're gonna hold. Inhale, open. Exhale, slide it through. Come all the way down. Thread that needle, bringing your head to your mat. Walking your left fingertips. Feeling that great stretch in your upper back. And just breathe through those shoulder blades. One more breath here, nice big breath. And then exhale, release. Inhale, come on back. Here we go, we gotta do the other side. So let's go left arm. My left arm on the inhale comes up, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, coming through, palm is up. Inhale, open. Exhale, palm is up, coming through. Inhale, open it up, reach it up. Exhale, come through. One more. Inhale, big, open. And then exhale, come all the way through, threading that needle, bringing your head all the way to your mat, extending that right arm, and just feeling that deep stretch between your shoulder blades. As you exhale, just breathe lengthening, breathe space between those shoulder blades. letting go of the tension. And then slowly come on up. And take it back for child's pose. Our knees are already out wide. And just walk it out. So now we're going to do the same thing we did in that tabletop, but now we're in a child's pose. I almost lost my. So we're going to come up, and I'm going to like figure 8, and then I'm going to come and push back. And then take it to the other side. Come on up. Again, getting those hips, releasing that tension. Inhale, come on up. Rolling those hips back. Exhale, come on back. Other side. Inhale. Come on back. One more each side. Inhale, big inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And then exhale, hold that child's pose. Maybe this time you bring your hands behind your head. Feeling that stretch, maybe in your triceps. And then come on up. Take those knees parallel back to that tabletop. Tuck your toes, find your first downward facing dog. And again, take your time, pedal out this downward facing dog. Sometimes I like to do horse lips right here. Just kind of let it out. It's okay. That's what's so great about doing yoga at home. You can make all the weird sounds. Let it out. Maybe shake your head, letting go of all that tension in your neck. And then find that downward facing dog, pushing your heels in towards the earth, lifting your hips up high, lengthening through the backs of your legs. Just take another deep breath here. And then when you're ready, take that left leg, but tonight we're gonna peel open this hip. So go ahead and get this left hip is peeled open now. So I'm bringing my heel towards my glute. Just feeling that great stretch in the right leg. Maybe roll out that ankle, keeping your shoulders square. And then bring it down, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. I'm gonna go right into the right side. So I'm peeling open my hip. Take your time. Bringing that heel towards your glute, maybe roll out the ankle. Just kind of opening up. Again, keep your shoulders square. Sometimes when you open up your hip, your right shoulder wants to follow. So push down evenly through both hands. And then come on down, downward facing dog. Inhale, come back to that tabletop. Exhale, give me a nice chaturanga arms. Wow, I'm just getting tongue-tied tonight. So just take a moment here and let's just come into Sphinx pose. So I'm on my elbows, hands are flat, and just lift up. And just take a few breaths here. What feels good? Maybe on like a chin to chest. Feels good. Maybe just looking up. Feels good. Maybe side to side. Maybe just holding it right here. Pushing your hip bones into the earth, opening up through your chest. Sphinx pose is a great one for relieving stress. Notice how our heart is open, our throat is open. So maybe you just let that sigh. Feeling your belly rise and fall. One more breath here. And then melt it down all the way. Now staying down, this is gonna be, it's hard to see me because I'm laying down. So I'm gonna take my right arm out to the side. So my palm is touching the earth, and I'm gonna bend my left leg. So it's opposite arm, opposite leg, and my heel is up towards the sky. So now I'm just gonna roll on this right hip. I'm gonna roll onto my right hip, keeping my knee bent, or I'm gonna straighten. Or I'm gonna take my leg behind. And just getting a nice stretch in your right shoulder. Keeping your head flat. And just breathe into the shoulder. I know it's hard to see me. So you're feeling that deep stretch in your right shoulder. Laying on your right hip. One more breath here. And then as you inhale, come back to center. Both hands are flat, just like Sphinx pose. Looking down, take your left arm out to the side, palm is down, and bend that right knee. And now we're gonna roll onto that left hip. So we'll roll it open and feel that great stretch. Oh, it feels good on my back too. So just kind of play with your legs. Maybe you bring your leg behind. Maybe you stack it. I kind of like my leg bent on this side. I'm laying on my left ear and just feeling that great stretch through my rotator cuff on my left arm. Breathing into that. One more breath. And then exhale, coming back into that Sphinx pose. One breath here, push it up. Exhale, melt it down. Inhale, coming up onto your knees and give me that child's pose, toes together, just like we did earlier. Inhale, come back to that tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Push those hips up high to the sky. Lengthen. Just give it one breath here. Exhale it out. And then give me that three-legged dog. Peel open that left hip. So evenly pressing your way through both hands. Maybe as you look up at your waist, deepening, opening up this hip. And now inhale, give me that low lunge, dropping your right knee. And come on up, low lunge. Take your time. This time we're gonna bring our hands behind us. Really opening up the shoulders tonight. So option, you can have your hand here, or if you can reach, and your palms right here. Or take those hands right on your waistband. Ooh, I think I like that. Notice a little bit of balance. Strong core. Opening up that heart. One more breath here. And then release. Staying in this low lunge. Let's take this right hand now. Coming on down. So my right hand is parallel to my left foot. And now I'm just going to open up the left arm. Just give me a nice little stretch here on the outside of that left leg. Opening up now. Again. Maybe you put your hand on your waistband. That feels pretty good. And then come on back, framing this left foot. Come on back, shake out this left leg, three-legged dog. Find that downward facing dog. Oh, I gotta do it. Inhale, come to your knees, tabletop. Exhale, chaturanga arms. This time come up in a cobra. Coming up, rolling up, and then exhale, roll on down. Inhale, push it up and back, child's pose, toes together. Inhale, come to that tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, take that right leg now. Open up that hip. Open it up. Nice three-legged dog. And then on the inhale, find that low lunge right leg. Dropping that back toe. Coming on up, take your time. Maybe make it a little bit deeper. Maybe wiggle that front foot. Get a nice hip flexor stretch, nice stretch on the outside. Bringing those arms down. Again, what feels good tonight? Maybe hands on the waist. Maybe you clasp your hands using that balance, opening up through the chest. Breathe, finding your balance, squeezing those inner thighs together. One more breath here. Hold it. Exhale it all out. And then slowly come down. This time bringing that left hand. Maybe you have to walk your foot in a little bit. Get nice and parallel. And let's just open up through that right arm. Right arm now. Oh, opening up, big stretch. Notice on the side of your right leg, great stretch. Also opening up that chest, that heart. And then release, bringing that that left foot in, coming onto your back toes, shaking out that leg. Find your downward facing dog. Here we go. Inhale, come to tabletop. Exhale, bending your elbows. Coming on down. Inhale, roll it up, cobra. Exhale, melt it on down. Inhale, push it up and back. Give me that child's pose. Now let's hold this child's pose. And let's walk those hands out to the right. Let's get into that side body a little bit. This is one of my favorite stretches. Really breathing in. You're pushing back with your left hip, getting a deep stretch all the way from your armpit all the way down to the hip. Get a little bit of the side body tonight too. And inhale, walk those hands to the opposite side. Gently pushing those hips back. Feeling that deep stretch from your armpit all the way down to your hip. Deep stretch. And then inhale, slowly coming back to center. And then find that tabletop, tuck those toes, downward facing dog. And just hold this downward facing dog. One breath here. Lots of down dogs tonight. Lots of lengthening. And then when you're ready, open up that left hip again. Other side. Left hip. Maybe a little bit deeper. And then on the inhale, come on through. Dropping that back knee, finding that low lunge. This time, bring those arms up. And let's open up cactus arms. Right here. Opening it up. Releasing the tension in your shoulders. Opening up. Nice. But watching that pelvis, don't let it dump in that lower back. Opening up. And then exhale, push those hips back. Give me a nice little hamstring stretch. And now from here, let's walk it forward, but this time we're gonna rotate. We're gonna come into a nice little gate pose right here. We're gonna get into that side hip. So kind of roll it on up, finding that straight line from your knee. And just getting a nice little stretch here. And let's take it up and over, why not? Make sure this knee's not locked out. Feeling that deep stretch, maybe slightly press your hips forward. One more breath here, opening up, getting into that side body, a little bit of inner thigh. And then exhale, come to a T, and then come back to a nice little hero's pose. And let's sit it on down. So I'm sitting in hero's pose. Don't worry, we'll get the other side. Sitting in hero's pose, I'm sitting on my heels. Let's get into these shoulders a little bit before we go to the other side. So let's go ahead, taking this right arm, and we're gonna come underneath the left arm right here. Let's add some eagle arms. So now my hands are clasped. So I don't know if you can see from the side there. So my right arm is underneath my left, my hands are clasped together. And let's just breathe right here into those shoulder blades. Just like we did that thread the needles, it's just a little bit deeper eagle pose. Really think about releasing any tension here as you squeeze your arms together. Letting in and then exhale, let it out. Breathing between those shoulder blades. Give me one more. I want you to squeeze as tight as you can with your hands. Tight, 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 tight. Squeeze. And then as you exhale, shake it out. It's like wringing it out, right? Refresh. Your blood just went like this in your arms. Nicely done. Okay, let's do the other side. Are we ready? So go to rotate over, finding that tabletop for me. Always start from down dog, so tuck your toes, push those hips back. So here we go. Peel open that right hip. Open, 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 open. Oops. Watch your shoulders. I just had to correct myself. Opening it up. And then on the inhale, find that low lunge, right side. Dropping that back knee. Coming on up. And then opening it up, giving those cactus arms, goalposts. Again, strong core here. Breathe. Opening it up. One more breath here. And then exhale, come on down. We're gonna do that gate pose on the other side. So first I'll be backwards and then I'll switch you guys over. So my left leg is straight now. Here we go. Left leg is straight, right leg is out, getting a little inner thigh stretch here. Nice straight line. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, bend to the side. Maybe bring that hand behind. Ooh, that feels good. Keeping this knee nice and soft, don't lock it out. And just getting into this side body right here. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Oh, and getting a little inner thigh stretch. Opening up the heart, letting it in. What are you letting in tonight? Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's love. And then release. Coming out to a T, opening up. Find that hero's pose. Sit on back on those heels. So now here we go. Now left arm, opposite, comes underneath. Clasping those hands, sitting up. I had to wiggle a little bit. And here we go, squeezing those arms together. Breathing into those shoulder blades. Exhale, let it out. Good, inhale. And then exhale. One more, big inhale. Squeeze those arms together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Big inhale, big, big, big. And then exhale. Shake it out, right? Wring it out. Let it out. Doesn't serve your body anymore. Good job. All right, let's have a seat on our buns. And let's put our feet out. So I'm not straight. I'm not here. I'm like right here. My toes are up. I'm pushing myself up. We're just gonna relax the neck a little bit. After all that opening round, we're just gonna come in and get a nice stretch in the back of the neck. So I'm just gonna slowly, I'm gonna actually bring my toes to the mat, and I'm just gonna bring my head right in between my knees and just hold right here. Maybe just hold on to your ankle and just feel that release. So maybe play with it a little bit. Maybe you're like, and you come in a little bit and then you bend. Maybe you take it out a little bit. Just depends. And just hang that head. Feel that deep stretch in your upper back. Listening to the hollow of your breath. Letting your head hang, resting in between your knees. That chin is to your chest. One more breath. Releasing that tension. And then slowly coming up. And then just lay those legs straight. And sit it up. I know sometimes this posture can be hard, so this is where that blanket maybe, because a lot of times I want to do this. So sitting up like this. Notice how as soon as I do that, I bend my knees because I have to. So play with it a little bit. I know it sounds so simple, but this pose can be really difficult, right? Nice straight back. And just breathe right here. Lengthening through your legs, sitting up nice and tall through that spine. Finding that perfect posture. I like this pose because it forces me, because I have really bad posture, but it forces me to really sit up tall. And when I sit up tall, it makes me feel strong. So right now, I hope that you, as you breathe, you just feel strong. Tell yourself how strong you are. One more breath here. And then exhale. Good job. All right, and move those muscles around a little bit. Let's take this left leg and let's bring it up and over. So maybe kind of readjust. A little bit of this outside of the leg, and let's add a twist. Let's inhale. This right arm comes forward. Exhale, cross it over. This is a great stretch for the outside leg. Add a little twist. Now bring this arm behind, adding a little bind. Again, we've been opening up the shoulders tonight. Opening up, sitting up nice and tall. If that doesn't feel good, just bring your hand right behind. And wring it out, sit it out. High-fiving, yeah. And then slowly release. Come to the other side, readjust. I know sitting like this can be difficult, so make adjustments. And then bring this right leg up and over. Left arm comes up on the inhale, exhale, hook that knee to elbow, twist, opening it up. High five the other side. Again, wring it out. Twisting from that rib cage, opening up the heart. And then release. Nicely done. Let's roll it down. Let's kind of roll our spine a little bit after that. Maybe just kind of roll it a little bit. Shake it out. Maybe give me a nice little happy baby. Right here. And let's take our left leg and let's press it over. Nice little figure four, reclined pigeon. And let's grab onto that right thigh right here and just kind of push that left knee away from the body. Just getting a nice stretch the outside of the leg. Getting into those big, deep muscles. One more breath here. Really push away that left knee. Bring in that right knee. And then release. Bringing those knees into your chest. Give that lower back a little massage. Roll it out. And then take it to the other side. Placing that right ankle right below the left knee, grabbing onto that inner thigh and pull it in. You're pushing away that right knee, gently pulling in that left knee. Breathing into those big muscles, that glute, strong muscles. Side of that leg gets so tight. And then release, bringing those knees into your chest. Maybe taking it to some windshield wiper legs. Opening up to those goalpost arms. And then let's grab, if you have that blanket, grab it really quick. I'm sorry, I should have just said it at the beginning. A blanket, a pillow. Grabbing my block. If you have a block, we're gonna go into fish because we've been doing a lot of chest opening and I wanna end tonight with a really big chest opener. So again, pillow, wadded up blanket, and now I'm gonna kind of show you, so let's see if I can do this backwards. So it's gonna be like right here. So you want it, so fiddle with it a little bit. I'll kind of lay down and show you how it goes. Ooh, that's too high. So again, I'm not on my neck. Oh yeah. Right in between those shoulder blades and just opening up the chest right here. I don't know if you can see if that's easier. Again, it's not on my neck. I place my head down. It doesn't make me dizzy. I can lay flat on it and just open up the chest right here. If we were in person right now, I'd be walking around, I would be gently pressing my hands on your rotator cuffs, just pressing into that collarbone, just opening it. So pretend I'm coming by and just release that chest. Melts into your mat. Let those feet flail open. Their palms open. Just enjoy this heart opener, chest opener. Letting your jaw relax. Taking your tongue off the roof of your mouth. One more deep breath here, inhaling. And then exhaling fully. Coming back to your breath, coming back to your space. And then very slowly, kind of roll to the side, block your pillow. I'm just gonna take your head, before we sit it up, just put it side to side. You move those arms above your head. Maybe hold them out to a goalpost again. And let's bring those knees into the chest. Hug them in. And let's just kind of rock it. And then rock it up to seated. And let's go ahead and end with some final breaths. And you can push your block back here if that feels better. We're gonna do a few breaths here, ending our practice tonight. I know we kind of did a little bit different. So let's inhale, arms come up. And when you get to the top, let's hold for 3 counts. So 3, hold your breath, 2, and then slowly let it all out. Let's do that again. Inhale. Big, deep, full breath. Now hold at the top for 3. Hold it. 2, 1, and then exhale, let it all out. Last time, inhale. Really holding at the top, it's hard. Hold it, and then slowly exhale. Try not to just pull out, slowly. Feel the stress just melting away. And then just catch your breath. And let's just do one final breath, normal breath. Inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, hands to heart, sealing in your practice tonight. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Thanks, girl.